What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here with Stents and Ben, Garabon, and do you still go by Stents the Boss?
StenceTB, I guess, in the Discord. It doesn't matter. I just hyphenated it.
Love to hear.
It was a little less cringe.
There we go. Finals deck profiles from GenCon 2025 Kaijudo Tournament, and we will, I guess we'll start with Stents.
What up? So I got the Lightwater Dark Tempo. I won the prior GenCon tournament 10 years ago with Lightwater Dark Tempo, so I thought it was cool. I almost ran Lightwater Fire Tempo with what's it called, War Master Tatsurian, and then I remembered that Ben's deck existed, and I figured this deck had a better matchup against it. So real quick, 2 Strider, 3 Scamp. I thought about the people who were playing were mostly DM heads, and a lot of the DM heads like control in Kaijudo, from what I remember. So I really wanted to be playing something that punished spells. Scamp was good. Lost Patrol on 3. Honestly, just being a big body was huge. I almost played Targusher instead as Slayer, but it was good 99% of the time as
that
just
5K seems to make just such a big difference.
It really does. Just getting over other Striders. In this case, there was a weaponized Razor Cat that was running Roughshod, the Cranky Leviathans. It was bigger than everything in Ben's deck, for example, minus the Evos and Lyra.
I don't have the right.
Screeching, same thing, anti-rush tech, and if I actually played it against you, would have been really good. The one of Mesmerize was a weird decision for me. Some people think that's absolute blasphemy. I don't necessarily disagree.
I see a lot of tempo decks run just the one of.
Yeah, I was kind of inspired by CVH's open list with it, and my thought was, if I'm playing a control matchup, I really don't want the Mesmerize anyway, because I want to just be playing my stuff, my dudes on 3. And later in the game, I can just Megalcax them, so the discard's less relevant.
Okay.
You know, would I regret it? Maybe. If I expected more aggro, Mesmerize would have been more. But, all right, Pyramid of 4 drops. 3 Rusalka, 3 Piercing, and 3 Bone Blades. Some people go down to the 1 Bone Blades. Like I say, I was really scared of this list, and the Bone Blades kill Cetus, and that was a huge deal for me. I'm going to touch on that last because it's
going to say inspired.
It's something.
Yeah.
Keeper of Laws. Some people say it should be 3 Keeper, especially if I expected more control. But honestly, I find that a lot of people either ignore the Keeper of Laws, or Kaijudo was so creature heavy by the end that there wasn't, even the control lists weren't that spell heavy. I think Chance's 5-color control had a lot of spells, and surprisingly, your red-green aggro had a decent number of spells, but I never played Keeper against you, so Underworld Stalker was just the one of in case of Haven, or something else, just like I didn't have the chops to deal with. Bat Breath. This was my spicy tech. It was too spicy. Everyone here is white. We can't handle the spice. It was occasionally effective in the sense that it made my opponent made a weird decision, right? It made them go, oh, I guess I have to deal with that because I don't have a lot that can deal with it. Ben's deck doesn't have... Lyra is the only thing in the deck that actually can attack it. So if I laid it down, then it had to get Piercinged, Rusalka'd, or Lyra'd to stop it.
There's just no hard way to deal with it.
Yeah, but I still, even in that exact scenario, and as like a dissuasionary force, Screeching probably still would have just been better. So, whatever. 5 drops, Sophelia. Sophelia's really good. I like drawing cards, especially when I'm punching my opponent in the face, and then I refill. It's very good. The one of Shredmane was surprisingly really good when I got to play it. It killed Scamp, and it killed it helped kill a Cetus. I want to call it Argus, that's not right. And it actually, in that same game, served as Evo bait for Megalcax, so that went hard. Lyra is good, Finbar is good. Yeah. One of Stormspark, I usually go either 1-2 or 2-1, depending on the kind of deck. In more aggro tempo decks, I would rather have the body and just leave the 1 for if I need to AoE a board. Maybe I should have had 2, maybe not, I don't know. Megalcax does crazy amounts of work. Every time I play a deck with Megalcax, I go, can I swear on your channel?
Yeah, sure can.
I go, fuck. This thing, I should be playing 3 of this thing. And then enough years go by, or enough other tournaments or whatever go by, and I go, nah, I probably only need 2, it's
that
fine.
That card seems bad, right?
Yeah,
on paper. It's just...
And then I get back into a tournament, I go, I should be playing 3 of this. That's the reason I'm only doing 2 Cephalia as well, as Megalcax is just more draw. Arbiter I already talked about. It's a good card. I'm not playing BBP, so I really didn't feel the urge to play 3 either. Trox was also an anti-Haven tech, but because it was 7 and my top end is just a little bit heavy for a tempo list, it was mana almost every single time, and I didn't hate having more black mana. 2 Sasha. Sasha was pretty good, but it was just a little bit late. I don't know. Maybe I cut them. Maybe it goes down to 1. This is a 43 card list because I had too many techs and I didn't want to decide on things. If I were to cut anything, it'd probably be that. And then I don't know. Maybe 1 Gloom Hollow. Hard to say. But it was a decent list. I don't hate it. I still love this deck. Lightwater Dark Tempo has such a massive toolbox. There's so many cards that you could possibly play.
And I guess the 2 things that I want to ask about is Bat Breath. Like, what would you be running? Is that just where 2 of the 43 screeching spots came from? It's just like, I gotta add Bat Breath because.
So the way I build decks is probably not super efficient. I
love it.
I open KaijudoChannel.com. Shout out TKC. I miss you, Corey. Come play with us.
Corey?
I open KaijudoChannel.com. I filter for everything that is eligible for the list, so like Lightwater, Dark Tempo, and then I say like exclude anything that's not Lightwater and Dark, and I cap it out at 8. I open everything in a new tab. I end up with 57 tabs. All of those in 1 copy to a deck list, and then I just kind of like cut things until I have a reasonable number. Then I go add to my quantities, and then I cut until I get close to 40, and then eventually go, I'm close enough, and I don't need to make decisions.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so I don't want to say like I added them specifically. I didn't ever feel like they were the worst card in the list. I thought maybe it will work. It didn't. Shut up.
Yeah, they did some stuff.
They did things.
It was neat to watch.
Yeah. So I don't know. Good list. A lot of fun. I might have gone 1 Tar Gusher over Lost Patrol if I expected more big things, and that would be a decent cut for like losing an Underworld and losing the Trox.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's room to play here. I'm also at I think 10 multi-civs, and for some people that would say that's a lot for a tempo list. 3.
It also went undefeated in Swiss, right?
No, I lost to the red green aggro.
Oh, you did lose to red green.
Yeah. It was 2-1 though.
2-1.
Yeah. That was a good list. That was a good meta call.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess we will come over here to Ben.
You got it.
And the winning deck list of GenCon 2025, Mr. Ben Rowe, aka Garabon.
That's me.
Garabon Games.
All right, so
Tell us about the list, man.
Yeah,
this thing is fascinating.
Yeah, this deck is really cool. Shout outs to Modest Duelist. I very recently spent a week rooming with him in Finland, and he was playing this deck like nonstop in Kaijudo, and I was like, wow, that's a really fun looking deck. I want to try it. And then I tried it, and I was like, yeah, this is just very good. So basically, you have low draw, like 1 cost that you're gonna Evo on. Like Cyber Scamp is kind of in that vein too. You play it, if people cast a spell, you just get more Evo bait. I think it's like not even really that important in this deck. Against control decks, it's really good, but we didn't really have that many. But the main part of the deck is using your Firebirds and Cetus. So with the Firebirds, you pay 1 less mana to summon your dragons. And your dragons in here are insane.
It's just wild. Yeah, never would have guessed. Cetus is Celestial Dragon. You've got Calorth and Lyra. That's just wild.
Vortex Evos are good. Who knew?
Yeah. And so what this deck does really nice is you can loop your Cetus effect over and over by, if you have like 2 Firebirds on the field, for example, you could play Cranky Leviathan, bounce your own Cetus, and then like for 2 mana, play your bait back out, and then like 1 more mana, summon it. Just loop the effect against aggros, set up your shields, get cards in your hand, and then you get out Calorth. All of a sudden now, even if Cetus dies, it goes back to your hand and you keep playing it. And it's just a really annoying deck that feels like it doesn't stop hitting you. Yeah. I think it can like kind of get bricky sometimes, but I just didn't really brick today, except for 1 game where I somehow multi-bricked with 4 multis in the deck, where I think I drew all 4 of them in the first like 12 cards. It was kind of crazy. But other than that, like, I never had anything too bricky. You've got Keeper of Laws is pretty good, just like untargetable, just to be annoying. Rusalka, you can bounce your own Cetus. I did a couple times. You can bounce threats. And then your shield triggers to survive just have like Piercing, Arbiter, and Storm Spark. I think like you probably don't even really need piercing, to be honest. You could probably do another arbiter if you wanted.
I was gonna say the 1-in-1 on both of those, if not just trying to max out copies or find ways to get more of those copies, also just seems incredibly inspired.
Yeah. Like honestly, I wouldn't even be mad about like getting rid of those and going into like 3 Magris if you wanted to go crazy.
That's aggressive.
That would be like super aggressive. But
and I feel like at that point too, like the Karil's just in there. Like a lot of this deck feels like it's anti-aggro for the sake of it.
Yeah, I mean like the Cyberlord Coral is okay. That's another one that I was like, it didn't really do that much for me today, but maybe like if you wanted to get insanely aggressive, you could like change this into a 3rd keeper and then like maybe add more Magris. That could be a thing. Blinder Beetle too, like was kind of maybe I would make that another Magris, maybe that 2nd Magris, I don't know.
I remember the idea for the Corile was to basically like mess with your Cetus drops so that you could use it on, like you could use the Cetus shield put down as like a repository for a 2nd card.
Yeah.
You can figure it out later.
It's just as a 1-of, it's not consistent in like reusing your shields that way.
And 3 is kind of like a lot to be paying full price for in that particular deck.
Yeah, because this deck you want to be paying 1 mana for like everything that you can, or like as cheap as you can. But yeah, I think overall the deck did very good today. I had my one loss was in the round robin to Stence on the Lightwater Dark.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of techs against it, but in the finals I just kind of drew insane and was able to survive the techs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a super fun deck. Definitely give it a try because it is so much fun to play.
Absolutely. Wow. Super awesome, guys. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Should I open the pack at the end too?
Yeah, for sure.
GenCon promos.
And I was going to say, for those of you who haven't checked it out or are still hanging around watching, go check out the finals match between Stence and Garabon. And leave a like, let us know. But you want to open this pack?
Yeah, let's open this pack. End it with a pack. Why not? Which one is the foil, if we have it?
I believe it's 4th from the back. There are 3 uncommons, if I'm remembering correctly.
4th from the back. I'm gonna save this pack art.
Yeah, it's all the commons, rare. The foil will take the place of an uncommon. Yeah.
So three go to the front.
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly.
All right, let's see what we got. We got Ammo Train.
All right.
We got, I'm gonna mess this up so bad. Bronze Arm Fanatic. Yeah, maybe if I do this. Abyssal Scavenger. Foul Cave Worm. Aqua Swordsman. Sledgebot.
Playable card!
Playable. Prowling Chimera. Aurora Scout. Battering Monolith. Dark Bolt. Radiant Sphere. Alright, I should be getting to something good here in a second. Yep, Hypnobot. Oh, I actually messed it up. Wait, we got a foil. Rygar the Tank. Oh, look at it. It's like cut poorly. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's like
that
very off center.
Way off center, yeah. They gave up
All right,
at the end.
yeah, I'll take
That's
it.
what it is. Heck yeah.
All right, thanks for watching.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Catch you guys for some more Gen Con content coming up. Peach.